Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to say thank you for coming in our presentation. It's great to see you all. Let me introduce myself and my partner. I'm ATHAYA MAZIDAH, and my partner is...
I am SAVIRA FINKA.
I'm NUSYAIBA.
I'm YUMNA NASTITI.
And we are from Group 3. In this opportunity, I would like to present about compensation. First, I will explain to you about definition of compensation. Compensation according to serve expert are: first, Malay SB Hasibuan agrees that compensation is all income in the form of money, could directly or indirectly received by employees in the return of service provided to a company. Second, William V. Weather and Kate Davis state that compensation is anything that a worker receives in return for the work he provides, either hourly wages or periodic salaries decided and managed by the personnel department. Third, F. Sikula stated that compensation is anything that constitutes or considered as a reward or equivalent. And the fourth, Edwin B. Filippo stated that compensation is a fair and proper remuneration given to workers for their service in achieving organizational goals. And compensation in general is: employee compensation is all compensation received by employees for the work of employees in the company or organization. This compensation can be physical or non-physical, must be calculated and given to employees in accordance with the certificates that have been given to the company or organization where he works.
Next is compensation goals. The following are some of the objectives of providing compensation to employees or employees. 1. The form of appreciation given by the company to employees. 2. As a guarantee for fairness of salary for employees. 3. In an effort to be able to retain employees and to reduce turnover. 4. To get employees of good quality. 5. Effort to control costs. 6. To comply with various corporate and national regulations.
There are three kinds of compensation system. First, achievement system. Wages according to work performance are often also referred to as system wages. Wages with this system directly relate the amount of wages earned to the work performance shown by employees. The amount of wages depends on the result achieved by employees in a certain time. The system can be applied if the work can be measured quantitatively. The system can encourage less productive employees to be more productive and will be very beneficial for employees who can work fast and are highly skilled. Second, time system. The amount of compensation is calculated based on time standard such as hours, days, week, and month. The amount of wages is determined by the length of time the employee carries out or complete a job. This method is generally used when there are difficulties in implementing the merit system of remuneration. Weakness of the system are resulting in decrease in the morale of high productivity employees, doesn't discriminate on age, experience, and ability of employees, requires close supervision so that employees work really hard, doesn't recognize the existence of employee performance. For the advantage, different things that are less desirable, such as favoritism, discrimination, and unfair competition, ensure the certainty of periodic wage receipt, and don't look down on employees who are quiet elderly. Contract or wholesale system. Determination of the amount of wages with this system is based on the quantity, quality, and duration of completion of work in accordance with the contract agreement. To get results that are as expected, the contract includes provision regarding the consequence if the work is not in accordance with the agreement. The system is used for types of work that are considered detrimental if carried out by permanent employees or types of work that permanent employees can do.
Compensation program. Compensation program is one of the most important things for companies and employees because it will provide an overview of the extent to which the company has an interest in employees and also how much contribution will be made by employees to the company. Eight important components in this program. 1. Compensation administration organization. 2. Compensation method. 3. Compensation structure. 4. Compensation learning program as job stimulant. 5. Additional source of income for employees. 6. Guaranteed source of income and increase. Number of hourly benefits. 7. Communication divided by managerial groups. 8. Prospects in the future.
The next is criteria and timing of compensation. Factors affecting the provision of compensation, the state of a country's economy, government policies, demand of trade unions, the development of science and technology. There are several criteria that need to be considered in determining the government's compensation policy as follows. A. Cost of living. B. Employee work productivity. C. Applicable wage and salary scale. D. Paying ability. E. Wages or salaries as a tool to attract, retain, and motivate employees. F. Labor supply and demand. G. Labor unions or employee organizations. H. Employee position. And I. Education and work experience. Compensation payment time. This means that compensation must be paid on time, lest there be delays so that employee confidence in the company's benefits will be greater. Calm and work concentration will be better. This compensation payment time policy should be guided by instead of delaying. It is better to speed up and determine the most appropriate time. For example, salary is paid every first if it falls on a holiday, Sunday, It is better if the salary is paid on Saturday. The provision of incentives and welfare wages should be set at the most appropriate time, for example, during the new school year, so that the provision has a positive impact. Good compensation will have several positive effects on the company or organization as follows. 1. Get good quality employees. 2. Stimulate workers to work harder and achieve brilliant achievements. 3. Attract quality job applicants and good job vacancies. 4. Easy to implement and administrative and legal aspect. And 5. Have an advantage over competitors.
Wage and salaries. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, wage are money that an employee earns, in particular when paid for hours worked, while salaries are a fixed amount of money that's agreed annually as a payment for an employee, usually paid directly to his bank account every month.
Definition of incentives. According to Mukyat, incentives are often used to show good service payments to unskilled or administrative workers who combine with supervisors that are formulate including salary, minimum meal tradition, and unitary result. According to NITI, incentives are additional income given to workers or employees who can provide the achievements that have been given. Some of the basic characteristics of the incentive remuneration system are: 1. The payment system should be kept simple enough so that it is easy to understand and calculate for the employee concerned himself. 2. Incentive wages received can actually increase their work motivation so that their output and work efficiency also increase. 3. Implementation of incentive remuneration should be fast enough so that employees who excel faster also feel the pressure of achieving. 4. Determination of work standards or production standards should be as careful as possible in the sense that they are not too high, so that they are not accessible to most employees, are not too low, so that they are not too easy for employees to reach. 5. The amount of normal wages with standard hourly work should be sufficient to stimulate workers or employees to work hard.
Thank you for listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. And you can quickly ask questions about this presentation.